Hi, and welcome to my September crystal ball readings for 2024. I'm Lynnette Hart. Most of you will have know me. I use my crystal ball poppy. She's a pure crystal. She's not a glass crystal. And I use her to give me symbolisms for each zodiac sign, and then I interpret them as well for you. So, and then she also gives me a general energy reading for each month. And for this month, it's very much about purification, detox, and energy. Okay. And obviously, this will mean different things for different people. And depending what's going on, will depend on your length of purification. Spirit are very good at doing one lot of purification, kind of stabilizing that, then digging you down and taking you to another one. So it can be quite a long process. Some people might refer it more as detox. Okay. Whatever detox means to you, but that is generally an ongoing energy at the minute, and some of you more light workers, spiritually inclined, will have already started this process. All right. But for the general public who are just starting to awaken, this will be a new experience for them. Okay. Now, I will do the zodiac signs, but I don't legally have to say this is a form of entertainment. We have to say that legally in the UK. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it, but then we have to say it. Okay. And whatever I interpret it as, it's entirely your responsibility what you do with that information. Okay. Now, for Aries, start with Aries. I actually had an archangel pop in. We had Archangel Michael pop in for you, Aries. And we had some steps at the side of him, and we had a walkway. Okay. So Archangel Michael usually appears when you need strength or inner strength in your life or part of your life, and or you're coming out of a difficult situation and you need that little bit of moral assistance and get yourself moving again. It's that type of thing. So this could be small challenges in your life or life-changing ones that he's trying to help you with. Okay. Now the step seems to me represent like a difficult pathway or an obstacle. However, Archangel Michael was actually taking the walkway. So the steps were there, and the quite steep step, the walkway was just right at the side of it. He was walking along that route. So it seems to suggest you're trying to say to you, Aries, that there are other options available to help you through or around this obstacle, or to leave something in your past and cut your ties. Okay. Or to help you with an emotional issue that you need assistance with. You get the drift. Okay. So it's there to help. If you want to access it, it's there. Just ask. All right. So that's for Aries. Now we move on to Taurus. Taurus, Poppy gave me a praying hermit figure. All right. So that is very much hermit mode. You need to look into yourself for answers that you're looking for. Take time out in life, do the reflection process and see what kind of answers you get for yourself. Obviously, not everybody's into praying. That's a personal thing. So you do quiet meditation, mindfulness, write a thought journal, contact with nature, ask your guides. You get the drift. Okay, but also listen to your messages and dreams as well, because the answers are inside. I know that sounds, if you're at the beginning of this spiritual journey, that might sound a bit gobbledygook to some people, but the more you go along that spiritual journey, and it's more understanding. Okay, so that's the praying hermit figure for Taurus. Gemini. I got a lovely glowing widening path and then a red tinge. Okay. Now the glowing path initially was quite narrow, then it went wider, and it was a bit like that, like a snake path. All right. So yeah, a bit all over the place, but ultimately going in the right direction. Now, as I said, there was a red tinge to it. Now, this can represent more passion in your life. It could represent that you're more passionate about life. So you're engaging more in with that joy, experience in life. It could mean a new relationship or an improving relationship. Okay. But also it could also be need to be guided more by your sacral and root chakras. All right. I do want to say with this one, when I was reading it, just reading it through again before I actually came online, it's very much I felt I needed to say to some of you, it's about the small detail. Do not forget the small detail. Okay. And but as you're doing that, look at the broader picture as well. All right, don't take anything for granted. All right, so that's for Gemini. I know that sounds a bit cryptic, but that's how Poppy's given it me, and that's how my guides are giving it me, and that's what I can go by and offer it to you. Okay, so that's the glowing widening pathway with the red tinge for Gemini. All right, so we move on to Cancer, and very clearly she gave me tree roots. Okay, now that usually signifies to me that you're either putting down or strengthening your roots within your family, your friends, or your career, that type of thing. You're just like a tree. It needs healthy roots to grow. If it's a dying tree and the roots aren't looked after, it just collapses, dies, and that's it, you know. So there's something really that you need to be either looking at if you feel as if like life's got in the way and you've kind of neglected a few things through no fault of your own, because life does get in the way. It's time to like look at them, see what can be done. Time to strengthen them roots even more. So that could be new family coming in, new baby coming in, that type of thing. Or you find you've got an expanded family coming in through marriage and things like that. But it's also about putting down roots. So you could be in the process at the minute, Cancer, of buying a new house, you know, moving into a new property. So putting down roots, first job on your career ladder. You see what I mean? So it's putting down roots. All right, getting engaged. It's another way of putting down roots. Just look at your tree roots, Cancer, and see what's going on, just how much nurturing they need. All right. Now for Leo, this was quite an interesting one. I got steps to a tall wall. Okay. And it looked very much like she was showing me the inside of an old castle or an old fortress. And these steps were very solid steps, but they only would go halfway. So you could never get over the wall. All right. So this felt very much for me is that you're struggling with a certain part of your life where you keep doing repeated patterns and you're never quite getting over that wall to the next step of your life. It's simply because maybe you were never meant to succeed in that area of your life. Maybe you're going in the wrong direction. So look, see if there's anything where you're looking as if there's repeated patterns going on and you sat there wondering, why me? What's going on? Look at it. Look at the repeated patterns. So it's a suggestion. It's time to look at different options now and find the gate in the wall. Because every castle fortress has a gate somewhere or a back gate somewhere. It might be hidden a bit, but they're usually there in the escape route. So stop using the broken ladder to get over the wall and look at a better option. All right, if you want to stay inside the castle, that's fine, but just do it a different way. All right, so that's for Leo. So that's steps to a tall wall for Leo. Okay. Now for Virgo, I got thick fog, and then I got a person, and then I got a heart. All right. So this, I believe, appears to be there's at least one area of your life which is not manifesting as well as what it could be. All right. It's foggy, the path's a little bit unknown. You haven't got the clarity you need fully to move forward. All right. But it's time to really reflect in your heart space, not your emotional heart, but your soul heart. There is a difference. Just to help clear that fog. find out if that manifestation needs tweaking or leaving. Could be the wrong manifestation for you. And get clarity so you can make a decision. So that's for Virgo. That is thick bog, person, and a heart. That's for Virgo. For Libra, I got two beds, look like twin beds. One was empty and one was with a person asleep in it. The most important thing was there was two guides, one over each bed, giving healing. Okay, so this could be multiple ways looking at this one. It could literally mean that they're trying to, you need new beds. Literally, it could be that fundamental, or a new mattress, okay, or a new relationship. It could literally mean that. Yes, but it also could represent loss. If you're going through a loss process of a partner, or it could be that you're just feeling lonely. You're just lonely and you're wanting that another partner, or loneliness for a loss and another loss. Okay, so it could also represent that sleeplessness. So you're up and down, empty bed, in bed, empty bed, that type of thing. So your guys are trying to heal you. They're trying to offer that help. Just ask for more guidance and ask for that healing. Once you start asking them, they work really, really well. I I had a lot of healing last night because I walked into a bed of nettles, as you do. And yeah, my leg was jipping really badly all night. So in the end, I asked for healing after I put everything I could on it. And it was okay by the morning, but it's probably just worked through anyway. But they can help. They can really help if you ask. So whatever the reason is for your two beds, one empty, one with another person in it, and two guys of both beds, whatever it is for you, Libra, helps there. Okay. Scorpio, I got a wizard sitting on a throne, and then just above it, there's an ideas bubble, like the speech bubbles you get in cartoons and things like that, or comics, should I say. And but they're not connected. It's like the idea bubbles, given the ideas come out, and it's like the wizards disconnected it for some reason. They disconnected it. So the message much for I can't get one of my dogs is having a dream. So yeah, you just have to bear with me at the minute. So for me, Scorpio, it's about stop reflecting and procrastinating and start putting some of these idea bubbles into reality. Okay. Be more creative and trust your instincts more to move your life forward. All right. So these, I feel very much for Scorpio, there's things that for some reason you're not wanting to move forward with. And even if it's a big idea, just start small. Just keep it within a structure that you're safe, and then one step at a time. I mean, you might be one of these people that likes to splash out and do things, whatever, but that's everybody's to their own. But you need to start putting your ideas that you've been given into action more. Okay. So that's for Scorpio. That's the wizard sitting on the throne and ignoring his ideas bubbles. All right. For Sagittarius, I've got a figure hiding in leaves. Okay. So obviously leaves falling on the ground, because there were leaves on the ground. In the UK, we're coming into autumn, and we automatically go into rest mode. Nature starts going into rest mode. You will start going, oh, it's drying out. However, these were big leaves. Poppy tends to give me big leaves, to be honest, which normally means spiritual growth. It means life growth. But because the figure is hiding in the leaves, it seems to suggest that you've stopped co-creating with spirit to help bring growth into your life for whatever reason, whether it's a fear issue or you're not believing in yourself or whatever. It's time to come out of hiding. All right. And open your eyes and look at what options can be made available to you for this growth. All right. It could be just that we have got that growth in life, but we've either not appreciating it, or for some reason there's a lot of stagnant energy stopping it, and you need to look at what that stagnant energy is as well. So I don't see why you're not letting this growth come in for whatever reason. Okay, so that's for Sagittarius. So figure hiding in leaves. Okay, but if you're in autumn mode, if you're in the UK and you're in autumn mode, it could be suggesting that you just need a nice good rest as well. Could take that as well. So for Capricorn, this is quite a funny one. Well, it isn't funny, I suppose, really, but I got a big figure looking down at a smaller figure, but the smaller figure had a sweeping brush. It was like, I was looking at it, are you kidding me, Poppy? So, but anyway, that's what she gave me. So this very much for Capricorn could represent issues with authority figures. Well, obviously there's a lot going on in the world. We all have issues with authority figures. But it actually could be things like parent-child dynamics, and that could be adult-child and old adult parent, and vice versa. You know, so it doesn't have to be an adolescent and adult, okay, or a toddler and adult. But whatever it is, the smaller figure is sweeping the authority aside. So obviously there's challenges going on here. So look at the interactions at all levels in your life and be open to truth and alternatives. Okay. And this also could be about that, you know, the self-negative, positive talk that we all have going on when we get triggered over certain things. That also could be that inner battle going on as well. I usually find if you're doing the inner battle, as I call it, if the inner battle starts saying should and you must and all like that, that's usually another authority figure that you've taken that on board as yours. That's not yours. All right, you need to put your own inner rules in place. All right. And that's another way of sweeping the sweeping brush. All right. So there's a good cleanup going on around you, Capricorn, and it's all to do with authority. All right. So have fun with your big figure looking down on a smaller figure with a sweeping brush, Capricorn. Right. Now for Aquarius, she gave me a smudge stick and an angel guide. And I had to laugh when I saw the smudge stick. I mean, I do like smudge sticks, but I always have trouble getting to burn them. I just thought, short of throwing it all on the fire, or just doing a little bit and with a bit of a fluff like this. I never seem to quite get it generated properly. But to me, this seems to symbolize that your guardian angel is trying to clear blockages in your life now. This could be from this could include like past lives, things like this. Now, obviously, you don't need to know about your past lives. I mean, some people like to go and explore your past lives, but I usually find the energy of past life, especially with all the changes and energy changes going on, it's getting a little bit more an impact on our energies. Excuse me. So you can try using a smudge stick to help your guardian angel. What I've started doing in infuser is put some sage in. And I've started doing it that way. But help your guardian angel, which I identify which areas need clearing and work with you. Work with your guardian angel. Another way actually to do some smudging on yourself, especially if you we all get our energies trapped in our auras, okay? Because we're out and about meeting people, and even if you're not out and about, there's energies getting in, especially if you're spiritual, they'll aim for your higher energy, especially high energy. So it's always important to keep yourself smudged down, okay? But you can also do this with feathers, all right? You can see the old smudge feather stick, and you know you can get hold of them. But you know, if you get personal feathers left you, and you know they're for you, you can work with those feathers, angel feathers, the gift, spiritual gifts, whatever you want to call them. And I tend to get quite large feathers. I do get small ones as well, but I do tend to get quite large feathers in quite unusual places. I mean, the room behind me is a sealed room. And I came down one morning and there was a very large feather literally just placed on the fireplace. And that was a fair few years back. And I still had to admit, I did go around to make sure the cats hadn't got a bird killing to admit, but it wasn't. There was nothing there. It was a clean room. And then a couple of years ago, my guys told me that you could work with your feathers. It isn't just about a sign saying, oh, yes, your thinking's all right, or we're thinking about you. If you hold them or do a meditation with them, or put a new pillow under the night at night time, and see what extra messages are coming in for you, especially if there's different areas that you need purifying or detoxing and things like that. But after you get a few larger ones, tape them all together and you've got your own little personal smudge stick. So, well, smudge stick brother, not smudge stick sage bird. So that's for Aquarius. Hope you followed all that. I know there's a bit of a mouthful there, but smudge stick and angel guides. So get your blockages cleared, okay? And work with your guardian angel with it. Now for Pisces, I've got a figure walking through bright cloud. Now, anything that's got a bright cloud seems to suggest that things are going to go in the right direction with a bit of tweaking, okay? However, this person was, half of it was above the cloud. There was a cloud, there was a person, half the top half, the bottom half was still underneath it. Now, this seems to also signify at least you're rising above difficult issues that you've been going through. All right, there's still a bit more work to be done, but you're rising through it, which is good. However, this could also mean your head is in the clouds and you need to ground and align yourself and then allow the brightness shining through to help you with clarity. So which way is it for you, Pisces? Which way is the figure walking through the bright cloud? Interesting question. This, you know, it could be inundated with flies at the minute. So this could mean just one area of your life, like anything, or it could be all areas of your life. Okay. So that's all the signs for the zodiac that Poppy's given me for the crystal ball readings for September. So there's quite a lot of issues here about purification. All right. Obviously, it's all coming in different ways, and that's exactly what purification, detoxing means. But the important thing to do is work through them. Stay grounded. If you need to write a journal as well, that's a very good way of helping to clear and put things down on paper, and that what you do with after that is entirely up to you. So good luck with your purification process, and I will see you next month. And bye for now. Bye.